You have this new suit. It's very high tech and a lot darker than the other Dark Knights. Who made the suit?
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Wait, are you trying to tell me that Bruce Wayne's Batman?
Bestow Productions presents Creative Continuity at New York Comic Con Special Edition 2014. Get the latest news directly from cosplayers, artists, and writers. Tune in for Creative Continuity's coverage of Special Edition NYCC. We bring the convention to you.
We had a series about you a while ago, and yeah, that lasted pretty short, but it was amazing. Do you think you would be happy if that series ever came back?
Actually, to be honest, I would be happy if it came out with a Batman Beyond movie.
And I'm here with Peter David. There is talk about you coming back to writing Spider-Man 2099. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the talk is true. It was actually kind of interesting. It started as a joke, I think, that Steve Wacker made in a Spider-Man letters column, in which he said that Ellie Pyle, an editor at Marvel, was working on a Spidey 2099 comic. This caused an eruption in the fan community, as everyone seemed to say almost universally, well, it better be written by Peter David or I'm not going to read it. And this talk apparently penetrated to the upper echelon at Marvel, who said, well, if we're going to do this, why don't we have Peter write it? And as a result, one day in March, Ellie called me up and asked if I would be interested in writing it. And I said, sure, when's the first issue? And she said, July. You know, welcome aboard, you're late. And by the way, I also need a 5-page story for Amazing Spider-Man #1s. And I need that by like yesterday. So that got pretty exciting.
In the Marvel or DC universe, is there a character that you would love to work on that you haven't worked on yet?
It'd be fun to do something with Nightcrawler, but Chris Claremont's got him pretty much wrapped up. At this point, I've been incredibly lucky. I mean, in the Marvel and DC universe, I have worked at some point or another on practically every character, somewhere, somehow, that I would have any interest in writing. So I'm really pretty good right now.
I want to ask a question about Young Justice. There was the series that was out for a little while that unfortunately got canceled a little too soon for its time. Do you have any opinions about that? Do you think the series should have been canceled that soon? Do you think that they should bring it back, since there are a lot of fans who love it and a lot of fans who would love to have your work involved in new Young Justice?
Well, if DC brought back Young Justice, well, first off, they did bring back Young Justice, based on the animated series, and it was written very well by Greg Weisman, who did a terrific job with it. I don't think they should have canceled it, because Young Justice served a particular need, I think, for the fan base. Young Justice was a book that was designed specifically for younger readers, to get their interest and grab them and pull them into the DC universe. And then eventually they would graduate to Teen Titans or something like that. And I think that was a tremendous use for the book. And indeed, I've had so many people tell me that Young Justice was their first comic book. So it was obviously doing what it was designed to do. And I think it's a shame that DC wound up canceling it and replacing it with pretty much no book to serve that same function. I think DC really does need, and Marvel for that matter, needs some sort of bridging title to guide readers over to their DC universe. Because if they don't have that kind of thing, people are not going to keep reading comics. And all we've been seeing lately is a downward spiral in sales. I don't think DC has any plans to do a Young Justice movie, but I know that the animated series was very well received, and a lot of people are very irritated that the show was canceled after only 2 seasons. And I agree with them. I think that it was a tremendous series, and it was a lot of fun, and a lot of people enjoyed it. And to my understanding, the main reason they canceled it is because the toys didn't sell. Because that's Cartoon Network's thinking. If the toys sell, a series stays around. If the toys don't sell, the series goes away.
Is there any particular stories you can share for the viewers about writing Incredible Hulk for 12 years?
Sure. Well, when I first came on the book, Bob Harris called me into his office and he said, we have this artist that I want to use. I think he's very talented. I think he's got potential. He's got, there's a lot of stuff he's doing wrong that he needs work on, but I think that he can go places. And Bob had wanted to put him onto G.I. Joe, but Larry Hama did not like his work at all. And Bob said, what do you think? And I looked it over, and I saw there was a lot of rough stuff in there, but I thought that he had real potential. And Bob said to me, if you don't like him, I'll get somebody else. And I looked at the art and I said, no, I think we can work with him to really bring him along. So yeah, let's use him. And that's basically how Todd McFarlane wound up drawing the Hulk. I'm sure he would have come to success even if I said no. Yeah. But I like to think I played some small contribution to his career. And I had a lot of fun writing the Hulk for many years. I had a few bumps and bruises along the way. For example, I had a story in which Betty Banner got pregnant, and Marvel insisted she could not have any children because the Hulk could never be a father figure, which breaks me up because now he has, 3 kids running around the Marvel Universe? So, go figure that. But, I did it for 12 years, and I had a lot of fun with the character.
Wow. And do you ever miss writing Hulk?
From time to time, I think it would be fun to return to the character, but I'm perfectly happy to let my 12 years on it stand. That's pretty much longer than anyone else has ever written it, so I'm pretty content with that.
This has been Peter David on Creative Continuity.
We're here again with Dirk Manning on Creative Continuity. How has the convention been going for you? Because I know this is the first time we're doing special edition with Comic-Con.
It's been a really good show. It's crazy, for people that aren't here, maybe that have been to the big New York before. The whole convention is in the Artist Alley Annex. And I can't even imagine what this is like when they open up the whole building. But this has been a really good show. Meeting a lot of people, a lot of my East Coast friends that maybe I know online but haven't got to meet in person before. So it's cool. It's real positive.
Well, it definitely is chaotic in October, so this is more of a personal meet and greet type of thing.
Right, and I like that too. This is a good way. I figured, this is a good way for me to kind of break in a little bit, get to talk to people, because we've all done the shows where it's just nonstop, Get to talk to people, chat a little bit. I guess I can announce it here. I will be here in October.
Great.
Exclusive.
We will be here in October as well.
That's going to be a different animal, I think. But this is fun to get to actually chat with people a little bit.
A bigger animal.
Yes, exactly.
So I know that you had a Kickstarter with Tales of Mister Rhee.
Yeah.
And here's the book. Can you tell us how were the end results?
Yeah, it was really positive. People were really supportive of Tales of Mister Rhee, horror noir series. First time doing a Kickstarter, I did in collaboration with Devil's Due. So having done it, there's a million things I want to do different if I ever do it again. But it went really well, Devil's Due was really responsive about things. We ended up getting the hardcovers out and things like that. Never as quick as you want to. There's some binding issues, so actually Devil's Due was really supportive about getting the books rebound before we shipped them out. People that got a hardcover book on there, that was it. If you didn't get a hardcover on Kickstarter, you're not getting the hardcover. So we wanted to make sure those were perfect for people. But people were very supportive. It was very positive. It was just a really good experience. But I'm the kind of guy now, I want to do it differently if I do it again, and do more stuff with it.
Do you think you will do it again, perhaps?
Oh. Never say never.
50-50? What are you leaning towards more?
50-50.
50-50, okay. We'll leave it at that, 50-50.
I'll leave it at that for now.
And can you tell us anything about The Legend of Oz, The Wicked West?
Yeah, I got to do The Legend, Volume 4 of The Legend of Oz, The Wicked West for Big Dog Inc. Got to do The Origin of the Flying Monkeys. It's just a really great series. It's a lot of fun. I know the Big Dog Inc. Crew really well. And I got to tell The Origin of the Flying Monkeys, and Dorothy is the new Witch of the West and East. She killed the witches, guess what?
She's taking over.
Yeah, good or bad. Read the book and find out.
There you go.
But it was a real positive experience. I like the Big Dog Inc. crew a lot, and I had a great time writing it. So.
Is there anything else that you're currently working on?
Yeah, actually, Tales of Mister Rhee Volume 2 is coming out in August. It's in previews right now from Devil's Due. First issue is 22 pages, full color, $1.99.
$1.99.
$1.99 for
Can't go wrong with that.
amazing art like this, full color. And one of the things I'm really excited about is Riley Rossmo did the cover to Volume 1, and I'm super stoked. Eric Powell from The Goon did the cover to the first issue of Volume 2. So I'm super stoked about that. It's going to be a 4-issue miniseries, and Mister Rhee is going to be appearing in Mercy Sparks as well, issue 7. So we're doing like a little Devil's Due crossover, so that'll be really exciting.
Any future projects that are coming up? Not in the near future, but...
Mister Rhee is going to keep rolling. I'm actually working on Volume 3 right now. We have some of the art going for that. Another Right or Wrong book. Put it in the books. That's coming. It may be another year or so, but I'm actively working on putting that together. And people always ask if there's going to be one more Nightmare World, and it's not going to be tomorrow, but I'm listening. People are demanding, and I am listening. So that's the biggest stuff right now, I'd say.
I'm Yana Aronova with Dirk Manning, and you're watching Creative Continuity. What makes you different from all the other Spider-Mans?
Well, I was in the future, but then I was dragged back into the past because my dad's great-great-great-great-grandson was going to die. So I'm back in the past trying to protect him, and I just can't find a way to get back to the future.
So have you tried contacting Marty McFly?
No, I haven't tried that.
Doc Brown?
Yeah, I need to fuel his DeLorean, so I don't have the money for that.
Bill Ted?
Yeah, you know, I tried them, but we just wound up partying so much that we just forgot to just bring me back to the future.
How about Jules Verne Time Machine?
Oh, see, I gotta get going right now. I gotta stop crying.
Does your diet consist of eating flies?
Just when I'm on a specific diet, you know, when I'm trying to lose weight.